What's up guys, it's Jhasmine and I'm back with another YouTube video. I'm here with Jhanelle. The last time you guys saw her on this channel, I don't know when the last time was. But if you guys are watching this video right now, we are 21! 21! The big 21. Oh yeah, but today, as you can tell from the title, we wanted to talk about 21 things that we learned in 21 years. So Jhanelle has the list. Let's get it.
Number 1, always be kind. You always want to be kind every single day, even when you have a bad day, you know, like you don't know what people are going through, adding onto that stress because like you're irritated or you don't want to talk to somebody, just ruins everything. So always be nice. You never know what people are going through. It's always good to be nice.
Nicely done. Alright, number 2. Learn to listen. You could have a lot of people that you know that could be going through some things. And it's nice to learn to listen rather than to just pour your own experience onto that person unless they ask for it.
Sometimes listening is all you ever need to do when you want to be there for someone. Sometimes people don't want advice, but they just want to be heard. So always be willing to listen. Also, it's, you know, listen between like, you know, if you're having like arguments too, like if someone's like you're arguing with someone but you're not actually listening to what they have to say and you're just thinking about, you know, what you're gonna say back, you know, listen. Number 3, be true to yourself. So as you can tell by the video already, if you came from my channel, this is not how I usually act. Never be someone who you're not. Like, I know it's hard to please everybody, but there's no point in pleasing everyone if you can't even make yourself happy. Never hide behind like anyone's like shadow. Always make your own decisions, you know. Just be yourself. The right people will come your way.
Number 4, learn to love yourself. And that's kind of hard for everybody. Like, people have different ways of learning how to do that. I'm still like in the process of learning how to love myself. Like, I love myself, but I don't think I love myself like completely yet. There's always something new to love about me. Learn to love yourself because there's no one that's gonna be more down for you than you. So just love you and everything will be fine.
Love yourself. Number 5, accept your mistakes. I know it's hard. I know people want to be like perfectionists and they don't want to have like anything bad like onto them, you know. Like, I know, I get it, I've been there, like been there, done that. But the only way to move forward is to accept your mistakes. You can't just like you know, like, yeah, I did this, right? You need to learn to accept it and then learn from that mistake. You don't want to just, yes, I just did this mistake and do it again. That's not learning from your mistakes. That's just, you know, letting it slide. And we're not trying to say letting it slide. Accepting your mistakes is accepting to learn from it. Learn from your mistakes, people.
Number 6, don't be afraid to speak your mind.
Is it this right here? 6.
This also goes back to being true to yourself. Speaking your mind doesn't necessarily mean that you're right. It's just that you got all of your feelings out, and it's better than keeping it all inside, hiding it away from people. It's also a great form of like relieving stress. So always speak about what's on your mind, and yeah, just be you. Do you.
Do you, boo boo. Number 7.
Like this? Like this? L's.
L's. Number 7 is silence can be a good thing. This is leading back to number 6 where it's like you speak your mind, but also silence can be definitely a good thing. Like, there are some moments where you don't want to say something because that might cause tension or like that might, you know, like ruin something, you know? Like, I get it, like sometimes people just need to think about things before they say something, and that's totally fine. So yeah, silence is a good thing sometimes.
Number 8, do things that you've always wanted to do. For example, me, I go to raves a lot, and I've always wanted to do that. Back in the day, I guess it was last year before I went to my first rave, I didn't really want to do that stuff. I just wanted to stay home, be a homebody. But then I saw how much fun people were having, so then I stepped out of my comfort zone, and now I'm a raver. She's a raver too. If you guys didn't know that, now you know.
Number 9, be friends with as many people as you can. She's the one that wrote it, so you can explain.
Alright, I'll take it away. You don't know who's going to be a lifelong friend to you. You don't know who's going to be a close friend to you. So I just say make as many friends as you can. It's also nice to have a lot of connections and network out to people. But also, you never know who could be there for you, like on your wedding day. Who can be there for you when you're in the hospital or something. Who can be there for you no matter what. You can find your ride or die friends just by meeting a lot of people, and not necessarily. And this does not necessarily mean that you have to be close to every one of your friends. It just means that you have a lot of people that you can talk to and figure out, again, who will be there for you and who you want in your life.
I think it's also nice to know that you can, like, put yourself out there. It's like you're not just always alone. Like, I feel like sometimes you do need to be alone, but then at the same time, like, it's good to have positive people in your life. And there's, like, sometimes you're like, if you fall off track, like, you need that positivity in your life sometimes. And, like, having those people in your life will only happen if you actually go out and be friends with them. So yeah. Number 10, be humble.
Wow.
Be humble.
Sit down.
Be humble.
Sit down.
People do things to grab people's attention, to be called generous or, you know, kind and whatnot. But, like, in reality, like, you don't need to crave for those compliments. You don't need, like, people to identify you as, oh, you're kind, oh, you're generous, you know? Like, if you value yourself as kind and generous and actually are those things, then just be humble about it. Like, you don't need to, like, want people to, you know, you don't need those things. Like, compliments are nothing, right? Like, I mean, they're cool and all, but, like, but it's like, you don't really need those things as a way to motivate you to do those things, you know? Like, you do those things because you want to, not because of compliments, you know? Like, that's all I gotta say about be humble.
Number 11, assume the best in others. And this can also be paraphrased in giving others the benefit of the doubt. I always try to look at the brighter side of things, but mostly give people like another chance, and always assume that they're I don't know, that they have good intentions. I try not to jump to conclusions and say, oh, this person is bad, stay away, or this person is mean, this person is negative, this person is that. I always try to give people like second chances, but then again, if they like mess up and lose that chance, then of course I'm not gonna like give them another one. But I always try to assume the best in others.
Number 12, you don't have to be perfect. And what being perfect means is like being super skinny, or, you know, having perfect skin, having the best grades, being the best in every like category, like sports, academics, you know, like all those things. And it's just like, you don't have to be perfect, because no one really is perfect. Like, you see celebrities portray themselves as being perfect, but really they're not.
If you aim to be perfect, what happens after you reach perfection? Where's the growth? So again, like, no one is perfect, and if you just strive to be perfect, you're just gonna end up disappointed in the end, because you'll never reach perfection. There's no such thing as perfection. We have our own perceived ideas of perfection, and we're not trying to say that being perfect is being skinny or whatever. It's just what we would think. But again, no one's perfect, so don't try to be perfect. It's not worth it.
Yep.
Number 13. It's okay to cut people off to have time for yourself. And not necessarily it being like, oh, I'm not friends with you anymore, or like, I don't want to talk to you because, you know, I don't like you, or something like that. Meaning like giving yourself some space from people is a good thing sometimes. Like, have time for yourself and think to yourself about what you really want in this world. What are your goals? How do you see your relationship with others? And if you see it like progressing in the future, if you need to cut off toxic people out of your life, stuff like that. It's okay to just let people know, hey, I'll be gone for a while, but don't worry, you know, I'm gonna be okay. I just need some time to myself. So yeah, don't be afraid to say that.
14. Trying new things doesn't make you a different person. So a lot of our friends, or used to be our friends, right, would always tell us, oh, you're doing this now, like, oh my god, you never used to do that, like, what happened, right? Like we rave. That's one thing.
When we rave hard, okay?
We rage. Rage.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Raving has changed like our lives, but we are not like different people. We were always the same, like as we were before. We're always treating people with kindness. We give them the benefit of the doubt. We're always welcoming others. But the fact that people think that we're different people just because we're trying new things, like, doesn't make any sense, because we're still the same person. We're just wanting to do things we've always never thought of doing. It's fun. Like, also, like, going on trips. Like, who are we? We're always homebodies. We don't go on trips. Like,
what's a vacation?
What's a vacation, right? Like, yeah, like, we're doing things we've never done before, and it's, like, great. Like, do things that make you happy. And if people think that you change because you're doing things that you've never done before and they make you happy, then cut them off. Like, who cares? Like, you don't need those people in your life. Like, that's why I was like, sayonara to those people in my life. Bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Number 15. It's okay to give and not receive anything in return. Like giving our time and attention and like advice to people that, you know, need it or want it. And I don't expect anything back in return. I'll be there for anybody who needs me. I just won't expect that person to be there for me, you know, unless they explicitly say they'll be there for me, you know. But yeah.
We don't expect anything in return. Like, I can give gifts to my friends and I wouldn't want anything from them. I just want their time and, like, you know, like, just the same amount of effort, like, in our, like, friendship. And that's all I ever would want. Like, I don't need materialistic things. Like, I don't need those things, because that's not what defines our friendship at all. Like, giving gifts is fine, but, you know, like, what's a friendship when, you know, all you're doing is just constantly giving things, you know? Like, I'd rather give, like, my effort, my time, everything else, you know, rather than things. Number 16. Positive vibes bring in positive people. It makes sense, right? You would think that, you know, being positive, you know, like you just doing you think, like, you know, it's not gonna really do much, but in reality it really does. Like, being positive and just being who you are, leading back to just, you know, being who you are and just being happy, like, for yourself, loving yourself, radiates those people into your life, like, radiates the same energy into your life. Like, if people see you super happy, or, you know, they're gonna be like, I want that in my life, you know, like, she's amazing, like, she is great, like, I love her. It's always great to have positive people in your life, and just you being positive makes it even better. Look at the brighter side of things, you know? If you spilled your ice cream on the sidewalk, look at the bright side, you know, like, The ants will eat the ice cream.
Look, bright side. There's always something positive about a negative outcome. And if you think that there isn't, the sun will always rise the next morning. So, number 17, hurt people hurt people. We learned that if you're broken or if you've been through like hell and back and you use that to, I don't know, you use it as a weapon of some sort to attack others and be like, for example,
I'm broken, I got cheated on, and I'm gonna cheat on the next person that I date because I got cheated on.
something like that. Or
My friends are fake. The next person that I'm going to be friends with, I gotta keep my guard up and be fake too.
stuff like that. Those are two examples. We learned that that's not okay. You can't really blame others for being like that because of how they experience things. You just got to keep in mind that hurt people, and always look out for yourself. And you can try to help them not hurt other people and themselves.
Yeah. 18. It's okay to give second chances. And when we mean second chances, it's like the person that has did you wrong, like it really did you wrong. You don't know why they did those actions. Like for example, if someone were to like cheat on me, that's another story. But if it's like someone cutting me off and like saying all these rude things to me and you don't really know why, like, you know, like, try to give them a second chance. Like, I know it's gonna be hard the first time because you like, I know you're gonna be like, oh, I'm hurt, like, I can't let this person into my life again, you know? Like, it's just, see their perspective before you judge, you know, like, judge them as an individual. And, you know, like, if things, like, turn out that they're actually really bad people, then, you know, like, you gave them their second chance. Like, there's nothing else you can do about it but just actually letting them go. But you wouldn't regret not giving them that second chance because then you would have never known, you know?
Number 19. It's okay to not be okay. Again, we are in a society full of broken individuals, broken hearts, broken emotions,
broken bank accounts. It's okay, like, if someone asks you, hey, how are you? Like, are you good? And you don't have to say, yeah, I'm good, when you're really not. Like, you could say, I'm not okay, and I don't want to talk. Like, that's perfectly fine. And, like, you don't have to hide your emotions. You don't have to, like, think that, oh, like, no one's gonna want to listen to me. Like, there's always gonna be someone out there that's going to listen to you. Like, you just gotta let them know that you're really not okay. Also, comment down below, like, if you really feel like you don't have someone to talk to, comment down below and we'll talk to you. Number 20, let go. If you guys know me, like, on a personal level, like, I used to hold so many grudges, you know, like,
Me
I
too.
hold so many grudges. Like, at that point, like, I just hated myself for doing that because I just felt like hating people for so long because of what they did to me. Like, who does that, like, make me, you know? Like, who, like, it was just bad, okay? And it was not healthy for me because every time I saw those people, I just, you know, like, my mood changed and it's just like everything was just revolving them, you know? And I just felt sick of it, you know? Letting go actually really helped a lot. Like, letting go, like, not only just, you know, avoiding them, unfollowing them, like, you know, all those, like, stuff that, you know, people do, petty stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, like, on, like, a real level, like, you're actually moving on and accepting them. Letting go as in, I'm over what we went through, but I'm gonna be better and move on. Move forward and look forward to my future. And whether you're in it or not, like, I'm doing me. You know what I mean? So it's like, letting go is not only just letting the issue go, but it's also improving yourself as a person and just moving forward and looking on to the future. The last one. 21. 21. 20, 21. 21. 21.
Number 21. Our final thing that we learned. But of like 21 years of living, we're still learning things again.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to learn. But our final one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave before you leave. And we learned this in our comm class that we're taking right now, actually. She's an amazing professor at the UW, Dr. Kuchu. Shout out to you. Basically, it's for women, or it's reaching out to women, telling them not to leave their position in power or position in the workforce before they have to. Always make your mark and don't let people weed you out. You know, you still have a place here, you still have your time, and you gotta do it until the last day. You know, you gotta do it until you can't do it anymore. For us, I took it as don't leave this earth before you have to, because again, not a lot of people have like any choice in how long they live their lives, because they could be sick, they could have some sort of illness, or like unfortunate events could happen, like accidents, and that stuff happens, and unfortunately there's nothing they can do about it. But for people that have choices and think about like suicide or anything, I want you to visualize yourself in a happier time, thinking only positively, and also think about all of the tears and emotions and hurt and depression that you'll leave with the other people around you because you left before you were supposed to leave. So don't leave before you leave. Always look at the brighter side of things. Always talk to somebody if you ever think that way. There's always going to be somebody to listen to you. And I'll also leave the hotline down below, the suicidal hotline. That's open 24/7 for anybody to call. So don't leave before you leave.
Like, I feel like a lot of people who like feel like they're worthless, like I've been there, like I've only just turned 21 and I've already felt all those emotions of wanting to just leave like my life, because I was tired of like the drama at home or like drama at school. You know, like I didn't have friends at one point in my life. Like a lot of my friends turned against me. And it's like, you know, like look at, like, I'm glad that I am here today, especially on my 21st birthday. Like I'm here with my sister, and like we have really like decent lives right now. We are actually like doing pretty well. Like the people in my life right now are making me happy, and that's all that matters to me. Look at the brighter things in life, even if it's just the smallest. Like look at that as your way to a better future. Like, I had like only like 3 or 4 friends in high school, like really close, like that really just stuck with me in high school. And then by having those people, by having like some sort of strength, it made me have my own strength in the end. I gained my own strength through them. Think about it. Please think about it before you do something. Like, it's okay to talk. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to, like, all these things that we've all said in this video. It's like, all these things means that there's always improvement, that there's always, like, one thing to learn from. One goes off from another. Don't ever think that you're worthless. Don't ever think that you're, you know, not meant to be important. Like, don't ever think that just because you're not perfect means, like, you're not meant to, like, be alive. All those negative thoughts, like, that shouldn't be there. Everyone has the right to live, and everyone has the right to be happy.
That was all 21 things that we learned in the 21 years of living. Is there anything else you want to say to my subscribers before we sign out?
No.
Okay. Well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
21.
21.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for videos like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye. You gonna say bye? Bye.
You don't know, baby, 'cause when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing.